It's beer o'clock on Real Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Vibrant Forest Brewery, and it's a bottle of their Bourbon Oktober Russian Imperial Stout, coming in at 9% ABV. This beer has been aged in bourbon barrels for 6 months. There's the bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass, see what we get. I called it a Russian Imperial Stout. They've called it an Imperial Russian Stout. Either or, same thing. Let's get it out then. Nice bit of smoke on the opening. Beer in the glass then. Oh, look at this. Giving it a rigorous pour, this one. Not much. It's really struggling to get any kind of head on this beer. Has got some conditioning. I can see the conditioning as I rock the beer back and forth. If I just hold it carefully, let it focus, watch. Can you see the carbonation chasing the beer up the head? Or chasing the liquid up the side of the glass, because there's not much of a head there. Jet black beer. Before I smell it, the beer is available from imperialbeerclub.com. Check them out. The link is in the description box of this video. Great company, great guys. Yeah, be sure to check them out. Aroma then on this bourbon barrel aged Imperial Russian Stout. In all honesty, the lack of the aroma of the beer makes up for the lack of head immediately. You get woodiness from the barrel. You get vanilla from that bourbon barrel. You get a slight kick of whiskey from the aroma. It smells really good. It does smell really good. Lots of roasty flavours coming through. But it's all about the bourbon. It really is all about the bourbon. It's making me smile. Let's dive in. Cheers. Wow. Stone the Crows, what a beer. It gives you a false sense of everything. It's like walking somewhere where you've kind of never been there before. Maybe a Vibrant Forest, because they're Vibrant Forest Brewery. Let's go to Vibrant Forest. You go one way, you think the floor's good on the forest floor, you walk along and you fall in the trap. Bang, and it's got you. Next thing you know, you're up in a tree upside down, covered in rope, in netting, and you're shouting help, save me, and whatever. The false sense you get in that it's a quality in terms of beer, let's make this straight first and foremost, is that you get the initial roasted malt. You get the coffee, the chocolate, the caramel, the roasted malt flavours, a little bit of vanilla, and then whack! They pull the rug from under you, and all you kind of, you're falling underneath the rug. You kind of, as that rug's been pulled, you're falling down on the floor, and you're falling into bourbon barrel aged heaven. It's a nice warming quality as the beer goes down into the side of the inside of the pit of the stomach. You can feel it kind of warming as it's going down. It's vinous. It's berry-like. There's some fig. Lots of vanilla. Actually, the second flavour is more of a thinking man's game with the beer. You really have to think about what you're tasting, what you're drinking here, because it's completely different from the first one. The second taste wasn't that roasted malt first and then a big hit of bourbon on the back end. Maybe my palate adjusted into it a little bit more. It's more of a combination of flavours. It's not over there and then over there. Am I making sense? Let's carry on. Let's start with the mouthfeel. Rich, dense, creamy, slight carbonation. I will be honest, maybe it was the barrel aging process that did it, but I would probably like a little bit more carbonation from this beer. That is probably the only downside that I will say about the beer is that it needs just a tiny little bit of a fizz, a crackle, just to liven the beer up a little bit. But other than that, big, thick, dense, creamy mouthfeel. You're smelling the bourbon, you're tasting the bourbon. It's bourbon, bourbon, bourbon. And, you know, they call it Bourbon Oktober. So they're not hiding away. They're not kind of shirking away from what this beer is. I imagine they'll brew this beer again, and I imagine they'll work on the carbonation and try to improve that carbonation on the second batch. And I imagine that would give it another mark. That would give it another, I scored out of 10. It would probably give it that magic. I'm not going to breathe it yet, but yeah, that magic number. Vanilla, raisin, coffee, chocolate, caramel, bourbon. Fantastic brew. Really is fantastic. For me, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. But I think with a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of slightly moving things around a little bit. I don't know whether they change the yeast or maybe they work out a way of carbonating the beer a little bit more. I'm not sure if it's bottle conditioned. Then I imagine they can get that little bit of carbonation right. It'll be a 10 out of 10 beer. I really do. That's Vibrant Forest Brewery Bourbon Oktober Imperial Russian Stout, coming in at 9% ABV. They're based in Lymington, Hampshire. Check them out. Their Imperial Red IPA is fantastic. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Check it out from imperialbeerclub.com. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.